In a small town lived a young boy who faced many struggles, especially when it came to his studies. He often found it difficult to concentrate on his lessons, and as a result, he scored very low marks in all his exams. His poor academic performance made him the subject of jokes among his classmates, and the teachers didn't think highly of him either. His self-confidence had taken a serious hit because of this, and it seemed like every day brought new challenges. His parents were also deeply troubled, watching their child suffer and feeling helpless, unsure of how to guide him on the right path. The boy himself wanted to improve. He didn't enjoy being seen as a poor student, but no matter how much effort he put in, it just wasn't enough. Often, he would sit down to study with great determination, but his mind would quickly wander, and after a short while, he would lose interest. He felt restless, unable to focus for long periods, and this restlessness kept him from making any real progress. Although he had the desire to do better, he didn't know how to break free from this cycle of frustration. One day, while the boy was at school, one of his friends approached him. His friend had heard that a wise Zen monk had come to stay near their town for a few days. This monk was well known for his wisdom and guidance, and people from all around would seek his counsel for help with various problems in life. The friend suggested that perhaps the boy should visit the monk and talk to him about his struggles with his studies. Maybe the monk could provide him with the wisdom he needed to overcome his difficulties. That evening, the boy thought long and hard about what his friend had said. Feeling like he had nothing to lose, he decided that the next morning he would go to visit the Zen monk. Perhaps the monk could show him a new way of thinking, a way that would help him focus better and improve his performance in school. The next day, the boy woke up early and made his way to the place where the Zen monk was staying. It was a small, peaceful retreat surrounded by trees, with a sense of calm in the air. When the boy arrived, he saw the monk sitting in deep meditation. Respecting the monk's quiet contemplation, the boy sat down in front of him and waited patiently for the monk to finish his meditation. After some time, the Zen monk opened his eyes, his face serene and full of compassion. The boy bowed to him respectfully and introduced himself. The monk looked at the boy with kind eyes and asked, "What brings you here, my young friend?" The boy, who had been holding his feelings inside for so long, suddenly found himself overwhelmed with emotion. Tears began to well up in his eyes as he explained his situation to the monk. "Sir," he began, his voice trembling, "I am very weak in my studies. No matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to understand what my teachers are teaching. When I try to study at home, I lose interest quickly and end up not studying at all. My classmates make fun of me, and my teachers think I'm a hopeless case. My parents are disappointed in me, and I don't know what to do. Please, can you help me?" The Zen monk listened quietly, nodding his head as the boy spoke. When the boy finished, the monk gently consoled him, saying, "Do not worry, my friend. There are many students like you who face similar problems. But the fact that you want to improve is the most important thing. Many people do not even realize that they need to change, but you have taken the first step by acknowledging it. This shows that you have the desire to grow. Today, I will give you some simple tips that, if followed sincerely, will help you focus better and study more effectively." The boy listened intently, eager to absorb whatever wisdom the monk was about to share. The Zen monk continued, "The first thing you need to do is to stop thinking of yourself as unworthy. Many times, we judge ourselves harshly based on what others think of us. But you must remember that our mind is incredibly powerful, and we become what we believe we are. If you constantly think of yourself as someone who is weak and incapable, then that is what you will become. But if you start believing that you are capable and worthy, then you will see that you can achieve great things. From today onwards, always believe that you are no less than anyone else and that you are fully capable of learning and succeeding." The boy nodded, realizing how often he had let the opinions of others shape his own self-image. He made a silent promise to himself to work on his self-belief. The monk then said, "The second important step is to increase your focus through meditation. If you want to study efficiently and remember what you've learned, you must develop the ability to focus your mind. Meditation is a powerful tool for this. Every day, take some time to sit quietly and focus your attention on your breath. As you breathe in, simply observe your breath, and as you breathe out, you can silently count the number 50 in your mind. With each breath out, count down from 50 to 1. This backward countdown will train your mind to focus better. Over time, you'll notice that your concentration improves, and you'll be able to study for longer periods without losing focus. The boy was fascinated by the idea of using meditation to improve his focus. It was something he had never thought of before, and he was eager to give it a try. The Zen monk continued, "The third thing you need to do is to discipline yourself. If you want to excel in your studies, you must have discipline in your daily life. Make a schedule for yourself that includes specific times for eating, sleeping, waking up, and studying. Stick to this schedule every day. When you do something at the same time every day, your body and mind begin to adjust to it. For example, if you go to bed at the same time every night, you'll naturally start feeling sleepy at that time. Similarly, if you study at the same time every day, your mind will be ready to focus on your studies during that time. Discipline is key to making progress." The boy realized that his lack of a proper routine had been one of the reasons for his struggles. He made a mental note to create a daily schedule and stick to it. The monk then said, "Fourth, always be present and alert in your classroom. The foundation of learning is laid in the classroom. If you are not paying attention when your teacher is teaching, you will struggle to understand the material later. But if you are fully present and alert, you will absorb the knowledge in class itself. This way, when you study at home, you'll only need to revise what you've already learned, and you won't have to spend long hours struggling to understand the material. So never skip class, and always make the most of the time you spend there." The boy thought about how often he had daydreamed or not paid attention in class. He resolved to be more focused in the classroom from now on. The Zen monk smiled and continued, "Fifth, take care of your physical and mental health. A healthy body and mind are essential for effective learning. Eat a balanced diet and make sure to exercise every day. Avoid heavy meals before you sit down to study, as they can make you feel sluggish. Instead, eat light, easily digestible food. Include nuts like almonds and seeds like pumpkin seeds in your diet, as they help nourish the brain. Herbs like brahmi and ashwagandha are also known to improve memory and reduce stress. If you take care of your physical and mental well-being, you'll find that you are more alert and able to concentrate better on your studies." The boy was surprised to hear that his diet and physical activity could impact his ability to study. He resolved to take better care of himself and follow the monk's advice. Finally, the monk said, "Sixth, minimize distractions and take short notes while studying. Find a quiet place to study, free from distractions. Let your family know when you are studying so they can give you the space you need. Turn off your phone or put it on silent mode. And always try to study sitting at a table, not on your bed, as the bed is associated with rest and may make you feel sleepy. If you get tired while studying, take short breaks to refresh yourself. You can listen to music, take a walk, or do some light stretching. Also, make it a habit to take short notes while studying. Writing things down helps store information in your long-term memory, and these notes will be invaluable when you need to revise before exams." The boy was inspired by the monk's words. He had never realized that small changes in his environment and habits could make such a big difference in his ability to study. After the monk had finished speaking, the boy bowed deeply and thanked him for his wisdom. He promised to follow all the tips that the monk had shared with him. The monk smiled warmly and wished the boy well, saying, "If you follow these steps with dedication, you will surely improve in your studies. And remember, the key to success is consistency. Even small efforts made consistently will lead to big results over time." With newfound hope and determination, the boy left the monk's retreat and returned home. He was no longer the boy who doubted himself and felt lost in his studies. He now had a clear path forward, thanks to the guidance of the wise Zen monk. And as the days passed, he began to implement the monk's tips one by one. His focus improved, his confidence grew, and slowly but surely,